be complicated, just take your time. On the way, you gotta keep it all loose. Kevin Bacon like Ricky Bobby, shaking bacon. Just give a little time and space. Watch how the good things come your way. Lift up your head, hold out your plate. Hallelujah, piece of cake. Get you down, cause sooner or later it'll turn around. You found something that the world can't live without, and when the spotlight hits, take a bow. You can just get lost in the moment. You're like a prodigy, you're like a poet, and if you got it, then let them know it, and take a picture and make it post it.
Hi, how's it going? Welcome to Unveiled. Today we have some special guests here with us. Maricela and Kevin are here to talk about their wedding, the journey of how, the planning of their wedding and then the wedding itself, just to give you guys tips and tricks and just learn from their experience. We had a beautiful, wonderful, happy time on their wedding. It's one of the we got to work with Jamie, and I know we got some of Jamie's thoughts as well in a different episode, which you'll hear as well. But thank you guys for coming and joining us.
Thank you for having us.
I mean, I already had a chance to interview you before the wedding. Mm-hmm. We randomly met at the Thursday Club where your wedding is at, and then you were so kind and gracious to actually sit down randomly and just speak with us.
Why not?
And then now, next thing you know, here we are. Wedding's over, and you're married.
I got the hard way.
And now you're joining us too. Yours is a little heavier to lift, though.
Just a little bit heavier, yeah.
Every time she lifts in my wallet, it hurts a little.
Okay, let's talk about from being engaged,
mm-hmm.
the journey from engagement to when you finally got to wedding day. This is like the hardest part. It's like the planning, right? Like the wedding day is easy, but easy if you have a good planner. Too,
yeah, true.
That executes everything for you. So, what was the first challenge, and how did you overcome that first challenge for you guys?
Getting engaged?
After engaged.
Oh, after engagement.
Yes.
Oh.
I think setting a date and finding a venue.
How'd you get to the date? Like what kind of reasoning went behind the date?
So, the funny story about that is, when I proposed to her, I was like, okay, we're probably gonna get married next year after, and she's like, no, let's get married yesterday. I'm like, huh? She's like, so I'm like, okay, let me go check, because
I'm booked yesterday.
Oh yeah, oh my god. I at my job I have to request my year's vacation a year in advance.
Really?
Yeah.
A year in advance?
Yeah, so so I just put in my request for this 2026 to see what I'm gonna get for the whole year. So anyway, so when I was requesting in December, or it was like October, I kind of had it in the back of my mind, like, okay, maybe we'll get engaged, maybe we'll get married. Let me just pick random weeks. So I had a week in June, a week in August, a week in October. Yeah. So when we, after I proposed, she was like, okay, when do you want to get married? I'm like, well, let me check my calendar. Let me see. I have a week in June, a week in August, a week in October, if you want to do it this year.
So we played around with the idea of June. We were like, oh, maybe June. But it was so close that we decided it's a little too close. And then we saw August and we're like, it sounds like enough time, right?
Yeah, I'm like, all right, it's 8 months. But 8 months. So we're like, all right. And everyone was telling us 6 months to like 2 years or something is
feasible.
Feasible, yeah. 3 months.
Yeah. That's less.
Less.
Yeah. Because we had 90-day fiance, and we did it less than 90 days. So, I must have said at the interview, yeah.
Yeah.
You can do it. You do it.
Yeah, you told me. I remember. Yeah.
So, I mean, however long you have, you can make it happen. Shorter the time, less the stress. if you're doing 2 years out, you probably end up like not really having 2 years because you'll forget about it. And you'll put it in the back burner and you go, oh crap, it's getting close. So
You know what really gave us the confidence that we could do it in the 8 months? Actually less, because we found Jamie in January.
Yes.
And like just after the first meeting with her, we like kind of had like, okay, I think she like she knows what to do and what we need to get done.
She'll keep us on.
She'll keep us on track. So we're like, all right, you know what, this is possible. So it's mostly thanks to the planner Jamie giving us the confidence that all right, we can do this.
We have enough time.
We have enough time.
She never made us feel like, oh, you know, you guys are
like, oh, you guys are
have on a time crunch. But it was always like, oh, you guys have plenty of time. You guys have plenty of time. So it was really nice because we had those meetings and we followed a schedule of, okay, this needs to get done this month, next month, month after. So it was a lot. It was really helpful.
it really changes the game when you have someone that's professional guiding you. Because I mean, yeah, you can plan it yourself, but I mean, you're gonna have to look for a lot of resources. There's just way too many moving parts and too many variables. Gonna get real, like very real with you for a sec here about the length of time that you had. Because one of the considerations that people have sometimes is, can I get enough money saved by wedding date? Did you guys have that in the back of your heads too? Like, hey, can we put enough aside? Or were you like already ahead and you were like kind of knew, okay, I had this saved up. I
think a little bit of both, honestly. We did have some saved up. So we were both, when we talked about getting married, we said, are we going to be able to, pay for this? And we both had the confidence that we had enough saved where we can, pull it off in 8 months. But we also took the time as soon as we knew, like, okay, we're getting married in August. We started
putting money
away right away. So we're like, all right, let's stash money away so that we can pay whatever's upcoming. So that really helped, especially at the end. We started really.
Did you guys set a budget right away? You laughed.
Yeah, we did have a budget.
We had a budget.
We had a budget, and then
it was 50 people. I think 70 people.
So no, 50 people, and then when I met you guys, I told you 70, and then at the end of the day, we got it to 100 plus.
It was 100.
100.
We kept it
100. 100.
Yeah.
So from 50 to 70 to 100. So the budget.
So we're 2025. And again, let's get real. If you don't mind sharing, what was the ending budget finally for 100 people in La Cañada Flintridge?
I wrote it down.
Thursday Club. What's a ballpark? Well,
ballpark, I think about 25, 30 grand. 30 grand.
30. It was closer.
Oh wow, that's the statistic.
Yeah.
That's like what's a budget? What's a typical budget for wedding?
Yeah.
So 30.
Yeah, it's so funny because we were cleaning up over the weekend and we found like our, what do you call them? Like
we had gone to a lot of different venues. That was the other challenge we had, is finding like where do we want to get married. So we had all these venue proposals and like, okay, this is how much it'll cost for your guest count of 50 people. So we were just looking at those recently and we're like, wow, we
would have spent, like, if we hadn't chosen Thursday Club, we might have spent double what we...
Yeah.
Wow.
Easily double.
Or not easily double, yeah.
Yeah, easily double.
So that really was pivotal in making that budget tighter.
The Thursday Club.
Okay.
The Thursday Club's venue fee was...
Actually, I think the Thursday Club is the reason we were able to expand our guest count. Because
yes, that's right, that's right.
With 50 people was
because you literally doubled your guest count.
Yeah,
literally.
So the other venues, the problem is our guest count was low, but because we wanted a weekend, the expenses were really high. And the Thursday Club, we were fortunate that we found it, and it didn't matter whether we got married during the week or the weekend. The venue price was the same. So that helped a lot in cutting our costs down versus going elsewhere and doing a weekend.
Aside from price, what other factors drew you to the Thursday Club?
Location,
a parking lot.
A parking, yeah.
A parking lot.
Some places.
We came across a couple places that required valet for our guests to pay for valet. So that was something we didn't want for our guests. So it was location, parking lot. I think
the layout of it was really nice because we had seen pictures of it in like the summertime and it was really green and vibrant and it kind of fit the kind of like motive we were looking for. What else? Ani was really nice. She was the only coordinator we had met with where I was like, all right,
venue coordinator.
What's
venue coordinator?
Venue coordinator. Where I didn't feel like she was trying to hustle me out of my money.
She was very honest.
She's very transparent. Very honest, very transparent.
She's so motherly.
Yeah, I was like, all right, I trust her. she's someone I can work with.
I also like that we had the freedom to choose our vendors or go with their preferred vendor list. And a lot of places, it was their vendors or nothing. So it was kind of like a...
When you went to the vendor exhibit, because that's one of the fun things that some of the venues will have their vendor exhibits, and you can see both the venue kind of dressed up, plus get to taste some of the food and get meet some of the preferred vendors. Well, you did find one for sure.
Found two.
But who else did you find from there?
Maria's Mixers, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Maria's Mixers we met twice. Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, twice.
No, it was we met. That's where we met her. The second time we met her was at a different expo after the Thursday Club. So we met Maria's Mixers and we met you guys there. Second time, but first time we didn't get to talk to you guys at the LA Convention Center. We saw your booth, but we didn't get to stop by because you guys had such a long line.
Yeah, I remember seeing this, and I'm like, I think they're filming something. I don't want to be part of that.
Yeah, you guys were doing interviews, and we were like, oh, let's go.
Let's go.
And then he did become part of it.
And then
and now you're even here, like,
now here,
extra.
Yeah.
Extra credit. So you definitely recommend then those venue visits like that, where
definitely, if you're gonna get married, definitely tour the venue. It's fun too. Like, make a date out of it. Like,
it's really fun.
Like the first one we did was the Odyssey. No, there was one in Granada Hills called I can't remember what it was called. It was like
the Knollwood.
Right? It was a golf. It was a golf course or something. And I'm like, we went into it, and then they were like trying to sell us on a day, and I'm like, it's kind of fun.
It was really fun. It's exciting. You get to envision what your day's gonna look like and the whole layout. So,
well, it's good that you had fun with it, because like it's always sad to hear when it's just a stressful thing. And I always think of like wedding planning as it's a microcosm to marriage, because it's a lot of finance, a lot of decisions, and it really, some people sadly will break up during wedding planning because of how much pressure and stress, and it will push them to that edge. So to hear that you had the opposite, you had fun doing it, that's great.
Yeah, not us.
Yeah. Stay married.
Yeah, let's go.
You had some cool ideas for your wedding day. How did those little knickknacks and entertainment and stuff come about for you guys?
I think it was very much in our personality and our relationship. One of the things we had was the churro cart, Dodger themed.
Not possible if we couldn't afford. Just because we had the expenses down, I was like, all right, we can afford a Dodger churro cart. Why not?
And actually, it's funny because he was very big into sports when we first started dating. But one of the sports he wasn't really into was baseball. And it wasn't until we started dating, I was like, I really like baseball. So he got really into baseball. So we got so into it that we ended up becoming
season ticket holders.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
So that was a fun little thing
reflection
to have.
of yourself. Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I'm not into any sports, but I'm into churros. So for any guests that aren't Dodger fans, they're gonna be churro fans. So you can never go wrong with Dodger churros.
You cannot go over that.
With that, I love how like little things that you guys like reflected in different aspects of your wedding. Like for instance, in our engagement shoot, you brought
the Shake Shack.
Yes, we brought the Shake Shack. Our first
date was Shake Shack, so we figured, why don't we try to put that in somehow?
Yeah.
And that's why I like to get to know couples. I like to find out little interests, because you can find little ways. You don't have to go, full Star Wars cosplay wedding. It could just be as simple as, let's integrate our first date. Let's integrate our little fandom of Dodgers with little surprise of churros at the end. Like, and those things, come on. Like, if they're already happy throughout the wedding day, your guests, then they see a churro car. I think I prematurely announced the churro thing.
No, it's so funny because you asked me and I was like, did you announce it? And then Jamie was like, wait, not yet.
But I think they lined up already.
Yeah, I started lining up already. Yeah.
I'm like,
oh, my bad.
It was fine though, but to this day we still get a lot of compliments on having the churro cart.
Well,
yeah.
The churro cart and the newspaper.
And that was the other cool thing. So how did that come about?
How did that come about?
I think I had seen it somewhere on like a Pinterest, because I started like all girls on a Pinterest board, and I saw something similar and I said, oh, that sounds like a lot of fun. So we just started playing with the idea, like, what would we add? What would we put on there? And it did take a while.
Yeah, it was actually, I would say 95% all her idea.
I never even got to ask, like, who designed it? Was there like a template? Did you find like a template?
I found a really good template, and I just had to design how I wanted it to look, what I wanted it to include. So it was a tedious process, but it was so worth it. It was really cool to see that.
It was a conversation piece.
Yes, yes. And having everybody take it home and, ask about it later
Fill
on.
it
Like, hey, can we
out,
have
yeah.
another copy? I'm like, I'm sorry, guys. That's all we have.
Who wrote the text?
I did.
Oh, you wrote it.
I did.
Oh,
She like wrote the little
I wrote a couple
story.
different options, and then he's like, "Oh, this option," and then he added.
And then she's like, all you gotta do is add your perspective. I'm like, say less.
Yeah.
You actually gave them options. Wow.
I know.
That's a lot of
seriously.
work.
It was a lot of work.
Yeah.
And you do have your copy.
Yes, I do.
Just one?
Just one.
Just one?
Just one. Hey, we have the digital copy.
Yes,
Oh,
the
yeah,
digital
We could
copy.
reprint it, but we just.
But it's so cool to have the tangible thing.
Yes.
That's one of the things that I felt sad as the wedding industry evolved. I used to design DVDs. So,
Oh.
because we would give DVDs. And at some point, we didn't even get to Blu-ray because it just got phased out quickly enough that it just became a digital deliverable. And I hate that I don't have a tangible deliverable to give you except for a USB box. And then, and that's it. It's like the files are in there. It's just not as pretty and graphic designed. But in the past, it would almost look like a mini movie poster.
Oh.
And then I'd have to have the menu and animated.
Oh.
Cute.
But
Not
do you have a
anymore.
DVD player? I'm like, most likely. Do you actually?
I do.
You do?
Yeah.
We used to have a company that we worked with that would make the DVDs down the street, and they went out of business. And it's much harder now to make. We don't even have a burner to make a master DVD,
Yeah.
Oh my
let
God.
alone replicate a few.
Times
Anyway,
change.
so I keep talking about it. Here it is, and we'll cut away to it too. But this is what they made, or what Maricela made, and we have. Actually, when I was walking around, I was seeing people trying to play it, and that's cool.
That is cool.
That must have taken some time.
It did. It took a couple websites to find out how to create it and be able to put it on our template, but we got it worked out.
There's actually a space here that we originally included lyrics to our first dance, translated in English.
Originally, our first dance song was going to be in Spanish, and we changed it last minute, so we took it off. But we were going to translate the lyrics for everyone to
Got it.
read.
And then we got our engagement shoot. There's no burger photos, is there?
Courtesy of
Was there any burger photos in this one?
not in this
I
one.
forgot. No.
There's not, but we do have one at home. Second we got the photos, we already started printing them out.
But super cool to do for your wedding day, and people love it. It's so entertaining, and it's just a treat. You guys had just a bunch of little treats for your guests, and that's one of the things that I really appreciated about how you put your wedding together. It was very conscientious about the guests. It was about you, but it was about them at the same time. I'm sure that was a conscious effort, right?
Oh, definitely.
Oh, 100%.
Definitely.
I think that's why we were so excited to integrate a game in our wedding, is to have all of the people we invited join and be part of it. So I think they really enjoyed that too. So
Let's fast forward to the wedding day. What are some of the favorite things about the wedding day? Not necessarily moments, but elements that you had put together that you're like really proud of and you were so happy with.
I think for me was our details box. I didn't realize how good it was going to look until I saw the pictures that you guys sent over. And when I saw the pictures, I was so happy. I was like, oh my God, it's gonna look
Everything's
so
so
good.
lined up and
Like
symmetrical.
our newspaper being part of
Oh, yeah,
that,
that's
our
it.
save the date being
The
part
lay
of
flats?
that. Yes.
The lay
Okay,
flats.
okay,
Yes.
okay.
Yes. So that was really nice to see from the beginning, because we included our save the date, and then what else did we do? Our invitation.
Invitations, the watch,
Yes.
bracelet.
So just
the
having
rings.
all those elements there from beginning, seeing the wedding from like the very beginning when we got engaged to having to save the dates till now, it was really nice.
I think for me the florals
Yeah.
came out a lot better than we thought they were gonna come out.
Yeah.
Why did you have doubts at the beginning?
Because there was the people we worked with, there was just we had a hard time communicating with them, and then our planner had a hard time communicating with them. So it was like, it wasn't like we're like, oh, I guess on the day we'll find out what it's gonna look like.
It was just a language barrier, so it was a lot of me trying to translate and then trying to figure out. But then again, when we have a coordinator, she takes over the day of, so I wasn't there to, talk through anything that may have been missing or anything. So we're like, okay, let's hope that it comes together. But Jamie did great, and
But the florals came out really good. The way everything was decorated on the tables came out really good. What else? You guys were really good.
You guys were great. I think having the church decorated the way it was also one of my favorite elements of that day. It was beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
What were some of your favorite moments, like having lived through it?
Definitely the first touch.
First touch. You guys came up with this really good, cool idea of like me sitting on the stairs and her on the railing, and I was like, because up to that point I had been like hiding up in the bedroom for so long, so I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna be.
Wait, stop. So, little story about this dude.
Funny.
Right when we come in, so like we're arriving for the for wedding day, right? And he's in the top floor, and we open the door and we're coming in, and he comes out with this pants down.
Yep, I was in my underwear. I was like, I know that voice. OJ Sheila. What's up?
What's going on?
I'm in my chonies. I'll be right back.
Because he wanted to make sure to say hi. I'm like, oh my gosh. That was an amazing moment for me.
I was so excited.
That's very like you.
Yeah, sometimes my brain doesn't, my body goes before my brain can think.
You know, I'm doing this 20 years. I've never had that experience before.
Well, I'm glad I can do something new for you.
Thank you for, memorable moment. Sorry, I overtook. So, okay.
Yeah, so,
During this.
so yeah, I'm like waiting upstairs, they're taking photos, and like, as I'm sitting there, I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to be like emotionally charged anymore. Like, cause I'm like sitting up there like hanging out, and I'm like, shoot. Like I have no doubt I want to marry you, obviously, but I'm like, I don't know if I'm like feeling
Pumped?
Like, I don't know the exact wording is, but I'm like, I didn't feel like part of it.
Because you were so...
Because I was secluded away.
Apart. Yeah.
So the second I sat down and I touched her hand, I just remember like this all this emotion like filling me, and I couldn't talk. I was shaking. My voice was
so
shaky.
excited when I held your hand. I was so excited, and the minute I heard you cry, I like broke down instantly. I started crying.
And it was funny though, because when I cry, it sounds like I'm laughing.
Yeah.
So a lot of people thought I was laughing, and I'm like, no, it was just emotion.
Yeah. So I definitely don't regret having a first touch instead of a first look.
Yes. I agree.
Yeah, that was. For me, that was a big highlight. I thought I was, and like we were so close to telling you guys,
you know what? We'll just do the first look. It'll save us time.
Yeah.
But I don't know. We just decided, no, let's stick with it.
I love the idea of a first touch. The cool thing about it is you do get a chance to like connect, but then you still have the best of both worlds, and you get to do the walk down the aisle still, and then you get to like have all the emotions flood there too.
Funny story about that actually is.
His pants were also down.
No. I don't know if you guys remember, but so everyone walked down, and like we're all standing there. Michael Paul starts playing Just Because by Lizzie McAlpine. That was her walk-in song. So I'm standing there and I'm like all nervous. I'm like tearing up. The door's open and it's my friend that walks in. And I was like, huh? What just happened? You don't know, do you remember that? You might have it on footage, but like the door's open and it's like a family just walks in.
And what had happened?
Was it late guests?
What happened on my end is that they were like, "Okay, ready." And as soon as they were gonna open the door, my veil came off. So I was like, "No, wait, hold on, let me fix it." So they didn't open it, and there was a family that was waiting next to me because they came. They showed up late. So like, you know what? Just go, guys, go. And so they opened the doors and they let them in.
Ready? So then it happened again. I'm like, oh shoot, I'm not sure if I'm emotionally like all my emotions are.
It took him out of the moment.
It took him out of the moment. There you go. But obviously, she opened the door and like I lost it again.
It came back.
It came right back.
Yeah, it came back. So you were unveiled for a moment?
Yes, I was.
Hey, good one.
My daughters, if they watch this, they'll be like, so not proud of me.
Nah.
Like cringe. So with this little, he identified that I got a perm. So when it's not as product, a little bit comes down. I get a little S. And I'm like,
Superman.
Me and Cavill. And then, of course, my daughter goes, yeah, it stands for stubby.
Oh, damn. Come on, man.
That's love. It's love. Yeah.
Tough love.
Yeah. No, that's how the family is. That's how the love is expressed.
Okay.
Yes. How close was your expectations of her dress?
Oh, I literally had no idea. It's so funny 'cause she got the dress and then she said a week later, she's like, maybe not. And I'm like, huh?
I returned my original
And she
dress.
returned the original dress.
Way. What happened?
So I went shopping with his mom, his sister, and my mom and my brother. So we all went shopping, and we tried on a couple different dresses. And
They tried it on too, huh?
So we tried on a couple of dresses, and by the end of the day, I think we were all so tired, and we went to one last stop. And at that last stop, I saw a dress, and I'm like, you know what? I really like this. And everybody was telling me like, oh yeah, it looks great. It's beautiful. And they all took pictures. And I said, really? It looks good? And they said, yeah, it looks really pretty. I think, this is the one. And I'm like, okay. And of course, when you go wedding dress shopping, everybody's, trying to make a sale. So they were like, yeah, it's great. And this is the last one in your size. We only have it here. It won't come in time. So you can decide no, but I can't guarantee it won't, it'll be here when you come back. So the price was great. Price was absolutely great. I'm like, you know what? Let me do it. Okay, I'll do it. So I said yes to the dress. I get home, I hang it, I put it away, and I can't stop thinking about it.
In a bad way.
Just thinking like, is it the one? So
That
I
kind
had,
of, okay.
I had that doubt. Like, is it the one? So I started asking my brother and his sister, like, can you guys send me photos? Because they took photos, but I didn't see the photos. I saw myself in the mirror. So they're like, yeah, sure. I looked at the photos. I took one look and I hated it.
Oh.
I hated it.
Interesting.
I was like, I don't like the way I look. I don't think this screams wedding.
Different from how you saw yourself in the mirror.
Yes, when I saw myself in the mirror, they gave me a bouquet. They had, the veil. So I thought I loved it when I looked in the mirror. But when I looked at the photos, I'm like, I'm not going to like it when I have photos of my wedding day.
Interesting.
So I was a whole entire week going back and forth until I finally told him, because he's like, are you okay?
I know, she wouldn't not stop talking
And
about
I was like,
He's like,
no.
you're gonna like me in my dress, right? And I'm like, I'm gonna love you in anything you wear.
But I couldn't show him. And so I was like, okay, I don't know. So I started asking my brother and his sister, like, guys, is it really nice? Because there was another one that I really liked, but I didn't go for it. And they said, honestly, I think the one you liked was a lot nicer. And I said,
should have said that sooner.
yeah. So I was
You're
like,
good.
oh. So I was really bummed out for about a week. And then I decided, you know what? Let me go back to the original shop and let me see if I can exchange it. But this time I did a lot of research on what I wanted, because what I thought I wanted was not what I ended up getting. So I found like maybe 7 different options. So I get to the shop and I let them know. I made an appointment and I said, I'm sorry, but I would like to exchange this if I can. These are what I'm more looking for. So they were very accommodating. And it probably was like the 3rd dress I tried on and I really liked it. And that's when I felt like,
Who's with you then?
just my brother and his sister.
Okay.
Yeah. So they were both like, they gave me the reaction that I thought I would have gotten the first time. So they gave me that reaction, and I also thought, wow, I really like this. So I took pictures. I had them take pictures, show me right away. And I said, I really like this. Like, this. And I really debated, because originally I wanted to go back to that first dress that I fell in love with that day. But this dress had more of what I felt was like a wedding dress.
I really, really hope that you have these pictures. Do you have these pictures?
I do.
Okay, so we'll post them up right now on the screen. So here's the dress that you took home. Now, here's the dress that you really liked at first. Okay, and finally, well, we got the pictures of the actual ending dress. Here's the ending dress. Comment down below. What would you? Do you think she made the right choice? I'm sure she thinks she made the right choice. It'd be interesting. But another fun little thing, and I love doing this because I learn, and when I learn, I get to share it with our audience. And one thing I'm learning here is that, maybe how the mirror is when you see yourself in the mirror, that's one way of seeing yourself, but then have someone take a picture of you or take a picture of yourself and see how it looks in photos right then and there. And that might give you a different perspective. So maybe if you're iffy on a dress and you see it in the picture, you go, oh my gosh, I look amazing. Yes, maybe the lighting is different in some places. The mirror is different. So just have a few different perspectives on how to see your dress, and hopefully that makes you have the right choice without having to return it and having to start over again.
Yeah, that's a great point. I definitely think people should look at their, like you said, different angles, take a picture, because there are some dresses that I flat out said, no, I don't like it when I saw myself. But when I went back, I was like, actually, that looks really nice. And I just, at the time, I didn't like it when I wore it. But I mean, different perspective, different angles, and seeing myself in a picture versus in a mirror, it's a lot different.
And I have a lot less experience on putting on dresses.
Same. Same, bro.
Skirts more, maybe. Thank you for sharing that. I never would have thought. I mean, I'm going to be advising that to everyone now. That's cool. That'll be the Maricela advice. I got to find a cool name for it. The Maricela method. There you go. Double M's. Can I get another M in there? Let's go back to your wedding. Some more highlights, some more things that you guys were really proud and happy with from wedding day.
The music.
The music
At the church was, so we were very fortunate enough that at our church, usually from everything I've heard, it's very strict on what you can and can't play at a church, at a Catholic church. We were very fortunate that we had our priest who was willing to bend the rules a little bit, where he allowed certain songs, as long as he approved of them, be played and things like that. And that really made it for us, because the songs we chose were really special to us. So
do tell.
The first song we had, I
like big butts and I cannot lie.
So that actually the guy who sang all our songs he does all the music at the church when we go to mass too. So we kind of knew him. And I also did confirmation earlier that year, and he all led the confirmation. So it was nice to have the relationship with him already. But the first song we chose was the Shania Twain song.
Still the one.
You're still the one. What's the title again?
Still the one.
Still the one. Sorry, I'm blanking.
That I love that song. That should be in more weddings still.
So we wanted something that wasn't like overused, but something that was sweet. So that was something the bridal party and Kevin and his parents walked down to. So that was really cute. And I didn't hear any of it until we got your video. So that was really nice. And then my song was just because
I was like Alpine,
which she no longer has on her.
She had it and then she took it off because she said
it was no longer her style.
It wasn't her style. She didn't want to go that direction anymore.
Yeah,
but it was a song I added into a playlist.
It was on the first I want to say it's the first play. So when we started dating, he's as sweet as he is. He would put playlists together for me every month, and that was on our first month playlist. So when I first heard it, I was like, oh my gosh, this is the sweetest song I've ever heard. And it's a very short, 2-minute song. So I thought it was the sweetest song. So when we were talking about which I should walk down the aisle to, we started, thinking of ideas, and I was like, oh my goodness, the Lizzie song, but it's not available on any platform because she took it down, just on YouTube.
I don't know if she's ever played it live either. I've never seen a recording of her play it live.
But if you have the chance, listen to it. It's very sweet. I loved it. So we had asked, can we use this song? And right away, Michael Paul said, let's ask the Father. And then he came back and he's like, oh my God, that song is amazing. Yes, you can use it. So we were so excited. And that was the song that we really wanted, was that song. So it was a really nice surprise for, I think, more than anything, your siblings, because they also know that song. But we didn't tell anybody what song it was going to be.
So they heard the chords and then they're like, oh my God, is this the song?
Yeah.
So that's a cool little tidbit too, because yes, you're not supposed to actually play secular music at church. I'm a church musician for Catholic Church, and so I've gotten requests every now and then for that, and I go right away, I'm like, no, we're not allowed to, we're not supposed to. But exceptions can be made when the priest says yes. It's not even the music director, because the music director will have to just follow the rules. But if the priest says yeah, I mean, music is music, it's pretty.
Yeah.
And then we did the responsorial and the communion and the what was the last one?
The flowers to Mother Mary and all that stuff. We did have
it. We let Michael Paul choose those songs, and then our exit song was Everything by Michael Bublé.
Yes.
Which was the last song we got approved because
we were kind of pushing that.
We're like, hey, Michael Paul, what about this one? And he's like, let me get back to you with but he never got back to us. Actually, he never.
Yeah, so that was
so the week, maybe a couple of days before, right?
Because he's also a very busy. He's very involved with the church. He has his own personal life going on.
He's probably like you guys without the photography.
Yeah, he's probably as busy as you guys, honestly. So we didn't hear from him, and we just said, okay, let's hope that.
I was like, you know what? We had to go to church, and we had to confront him. Like, hey, Michael Paul, are we good?
It's funny. That's his confrontation. It's all nice.
Because
he's a sweet guy, man.
I can't, you can't be to the people who are helping you.
Right. Yeah, I know. And we don't want to annoy anybody, but we're like, we just this is the last.
Yes or no?
Can we just no? And he's like, yeah, you know what? I got it. Don't worry.
Yeah. We talked to him that one time. He gave us all the confidence. We were like, all right, we're not gonna ask.
We're just gonna let it go.
And I do remember complimenting the musician.
Oh yeah.
And I also I was taken aback by the secular songs, and I might have even commented like, you're allowed to play that, because I also heard him rehearsing it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I wonder if he's just rehearsing it for funsies. And then it was like, oh, it's part of it. Like, whoa, cool.
Yeah, Father Olin, we got lucky. We lucked out with our priest. Like he was telling us, like he also mentioned it during his why am I blanking? Homily that like oh, you come in costumes as bride and groom, and you come out as husband and wife. And he was telling us about there was a time he did a wedding where they were like the couple were big Comic-Con fans or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so they asked him like, can we get wedded in Wonder Woman and Iron Man cosplay
At church? They wanted to do that at church?
at church? And he told me, he's like, I had to really think about that one. But he's
The
like,
fact that he even thought about it.
yeah, and he was like, you know what? They came in you come in costumes of a dress and a tux, and then the whole thing is that you come out as
Husband and wife.
husband and wife, one, two becomes one. So he's like, so he's like, what's the difference? Like, it's not,
Wait, he let
formal. That's what he told me. He said he let it fly.
Different ways.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the cool things about being Catholic. There's many flavors.
Many flavors.
Many
There
flavors
is.
of Catholicism. You can go to a Latin mass and you don't understand what's happening, or you can go to a mass where I'm there going with drums going,
Right.
and it's all good. It's all part of the mass, the universal mass. So, but if you luck out with a priest, it's a little bit more flexible. Then you're able to do things like that. You know what's so annoying for Sheila and I as like professional photographers, videographers, is the Philippines. In the Philippines, at the church, they allow like everything.
Oh yeah.
When we see like the videos from the Philippines, from like the famous, the high end photographers, videographers, they have like lighting. They bring their own lights. They have all these camera operators getting all these different angles that normally you can't go on top of the altar.
No.
But they get all those angles, and I'm like, dude, you got like a drone inside the church or something.
my
Or no, they
gosh.
don't. But like, it's just unfair, because for us, we might go to, let's say, like a cathedral. Let's just say the cathedral in LA.
Mm-hmm.
Last time I shot there, it's been many years. They gave me like a space maybe as big as this rug,
Oh.
and you can't move starting with mass.
Oh wow.
And it's like, oh my gosh, okay,
Good luck.
that's okay, cool. I'm here.
Challenge accepted.
Yeah, what can we do?
Right.
That's the rules. But and I go as a very passionate Catholic myself. I go like, there's nothing less holy of letting us move and really capture what's happening, because one, this is one of the only homilies that's going to be directed just for a person or persons here, right? Maybe the next homily like that is going to be in your funeral. Or if you were a girl and you're Mexican, you might have gotten a quinceañera, at the church, and then get a homily there. But it's rare that you get a homily dedicated to you, right? The Pope gets videoed and photographed all the time while doing mass. I'm like, this is not holier than the Pope's mass, is it? No, it's all the same. So why let us do our thing? Make sure that we don't overstep literally the boundaries, right? Like, don't go into the altar and that kind of stuff. But I just trip out sometimes. I don't like the soapbox on this channel, but that's a little tiny soapbox, because it's something that brides and grooms need to be aware of, is when you're setting a Catholic mass. And I always advocate, like, do get the sacrament, get married at your church, right? That's always the best move. But be aware of different churches are going to have very different restrictions in so many different ways. Some priests might not even let us put a microphone on them. So now we're just going to have this echoey sound that we can't do anything about, because that's how their policies are. So when you're picking the church, always go with your parish, because that's always going to mean the most. And if you know the priests, if you know the people there, everything means more. But be aware of the rules and make sure that you're okay with how tight their rules are. Or if they're too tight, go with his priest, because they were just go there.
Honestly.
And it's funny because we initially weren't going to get married through the church.
Yeah.
We had originally planned that we would just have a ceremony.
Simple ceremony.
And it wasn't until when we told it's funny, we told our parents, like, we're just gonna have a simple ceremony. I think it was my parents
It was
first.
like simple ceremony with 20 people. This is even before 50
Oh, wow.
people. And they're like, oh.
I think I told my parents first, right?
Yeah, your mom.
So I told my parents first, and they said, oh. And then my mom's like, you should get married through the church.
No, she didn't say that. She's like, are you going to get married?
Oh,
through
yeah,
the
she asked. She's like, are you
church?"
going to get married through the church? I'm like, no, we're going to have a simple ceremony. And she's like, why? I'm like, I don't know.
She's like, are you sure?
Yeah, because my mom's very, she won't push anything on me, but she'll just kind of like, are you sure? Like, you don't want to? I'm like, no, we're good. So we visited my parents that weekend, and then literally the next day we saw his parents to, say hi. And we told him the same thing, and the same thing. His mom was like, "You're not getting married through the church."
She's like, "You're not getting married through the church."
I'm like, "Did you guys talk?"
I'm like,
No one threw the chocolate?
no,
Almost.
They're like, I'm like, Mom, you didn't even get married to the church.
Mine didn't. My parents did not either.
Oh,
So we were literally the first in our families to get married to the church.
Yeah.
So
We really thought about it.
Better for you guys.
We really thought about it, and we started thinking, like, you know what, maybe that would be nice. And like you mentioned, I really wanted to have it at his home church because he grew up going there pretty much. My home church is an hour away, so that wasn't an option for us. But I really thought, because we did explore the idea of going to the cathedral. We actually visited the cathedral.
We went to an open house. We inquired because my coworker had gotten married there, and she was telling me like, oh, like.
Which cathedral? The LA?
Like LA, yeah.
Okay.
They had their ceremony in the downstairs chapel.
Oh, interesting.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. And so we inquired and we're like, okay, let's do it. And then I don't know what made us like second guessing. Like what if we just did it back at home?
And I was very for that. I really like the idea of having, the wedding at a church he grew up going to. That was very special. I thought it was very special.
Yeah.
So we decided to go with it, and I think that's one of my favorite parts of the day is the whole entire church ceremony. It was
like, we're really glad we got that sacrament because like just because getting married is a lot already, but like when you do it through the church, it becomes more meaningful and it becomes bigger than I don't know what to say. Like, not, it's like, it's a big deal. You know what I mean?
And I think just watching a lot of videos of people who got married, with a simple ceremony, not that there's anything wrong with it. It's just, it was so quick, it's like, it's like 10 minutes, I think, 15 minutes tops. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's so fast. But just having this whole hour, like you said, a ceremony dedicated just to us, the homily and everything. And it was such a nice way to celebrate us getting married. It was just,
and the church aisle is like, that's something else.
Yeah.
Because then you got a long aisle there.
Yes.
And you can really take in that moment. I remember walking up the aisle and just going like, oh my gosh, these people are from this part of my life. These people are from these part. And they're all together, and then they're all looking at you. And then the long walk of like having Sheila come down, and I'm just like
yeah, literally me.
We did get a lot of compliments on the ceremony as well. They said it was a very beautiful mass, and it was probably one of the best masses they had seen with, the homily and everything. And I had never been to a church wedding, to be honest.
Me neither.
So we didn't really know what to expect. So we just knew through the rehearsal, but it was really nice.
Problems. Now, this also can tie in about like discussing about having Jamie around, and were there any problems that you were aware of on that day?
On that day, the weather was honestly, we were keeping an eye on the weather the whole time.
He was like, I pray for clouds, and I'm like, you got your clouds, but humidity came too.
Yeah, so it was cloudy like the first half of the day while we were getting ready. So it was a little cloudy, and when I was like so excited, like, oh my goodness, we have clouds. And then as soon as our reception time came, they all went away, and it was so hot. So we were sweaty.
And not only that, the Airbnb we booked, the AC was like junk.
It was not very good. It was not the best AC.
There's a bunch of fans that you had to...
Yeah. So the Airbnb was beautiful, but the AC was not, it was not working well. And unfortunately,
your room was fine.
Nah, bro. It was
was it?
None of the rooms were fine.
Yeah. So that was something that, and luckily his family 10 minutes away, I think, from the Airbnb, so they brought fans and things like that. So I
that's
really
where
wasn't.
This came from?
Yes, and I wasn't very aware of like the heat because I was so excited. I was getting ready, getting my makeup, getting my hair. It wasn't until we stepped outside, I'm like, oh my goodness, it's so hot. So that was one of the things that I was concerned about, and I think we were just kind of a little stressed about because we were just
I'm like,
sweating.
oh my god, everyone's gonna be like, the one thing they're gonna remember is how hot it was. And they're gonna, oh my god.
Yeah.
And you know, when Jamie and I was talking about your wedding, we were very much complimenting you too of how composed you were about that. I wouldn't have been able to tell that you were stressing about it.
Oh really?
And
Just look inside. You should look inside. I was like, oh my god.
And that's a big compliment to you guys, because whatever tone that the bride and groom set, if they're anxious, if they're all stressed, if they're not happy, then it titrates down to everyone else around. And you guys kept the mood up, happy, lively, and we would have stressed out if you were stressed out. But you didn't let that come through.
Let's go.
We really tried. We were just trying to, like, we kept having these little conversations with each other. We're like, you know what? It's okay. It's okay. It's going to be really funny. Like,
it's going to be a funny story later.
Yeah. So we just kept, like, you know, trying to calm each other down. Like, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. And we just kept saying, hey, Sheila and OJ can work magic with these photos. We're going to be okay.
He said they can Photoshop, right?
Yeah. So it was a lot of talking about it. Just like, it's okay. We're fine. We're fine. And luckily we did, we bought these fans that everybody could use. Like the paper fans, and that's something that
you have an open bar.
Yeah, we definitely have the open bar, the fans, and just last minute we asked Jamie to ask the venue coordinator to get umbrellas, because that was an option for us. But we originally were like, I don't think we'll need them, but no, we needed them. So last minute we asked her to bring those out, and they were able to put them up so people could have at least a little more shade.
Were you guys aware of the plate and utensil problem?
No. We were not. It wasn't until Jamie told us.
What was the problem?
So originally when we had a quote that we had all the items listed, plates and utensils were on the quote. So when we asked for a revised one, because we added something, I don't remember what it was, and she forgot to leave the plates and utensils, but we looked it over and I guess we must have seen plates and utensils. So we said, yeah, everything's good. And then it wasn't until after we met with Jamie, and she's like, oh my gosh, guys, we didn't rent plates, and we actually did have utensils. We didn't rent the plates and the water cups, the water goblets. I was like, what do you mean? So then I found out later that she had to, you know, scramble and say, hey, we need the plates and goblets. But
so when did you find out about the problem?
We didn't until after the wedding, yeah.
We had like dinner with Jamie, and we're like, she told us everything. Like that, and then her friend or one of her
partners,
they got
sick.
Yeah.
I was like, damn.
So that's again one of those things where there weren't plates and utensils. They never knew, because they had a wedding planner, a good wedding planner like Jamie, that was able to solve that problem without the couple knowing. If they didn't have a wedding planner, someone would have went up to them saying, "We don't have plates," and they'd be like, "Oh no! I guess we're Filipinos. We eat with our hands." Well, half Filipino. Close enough. Close enough.
Yeah.
Mexicans like hands too.
Yeah, shoot.
With the tortilla. But yeah, having a wedding planner there can solve problems without you ever knowing that there was a problem in the first place, and they didn't even find out till after.
Yeah, we had no idea.
No idea.
So that's cool. That's cool. Yeah. Were there any other challenges for you guys for that day?
I think our MC got a little lost. So I think that was the only problem we became aware of that day, is because he came straight up to us and
he's like, hey, I got the wrong address.
And I'm just like,
who are you?
And he's like, I'm the MC. And I'm like, okay, I didn't know you were not
I'm like,
here.
all right, but go inside.
So we told him where Jamie was, and she took care of it.
Yeah, and that food, like.
But so that was one of the. I think that was our only.
I think our biggest gripe was the MC, because he even like said our last name is wrong.
We didn't even hear it though.
Until we saw the video, and I was like,
oh, that's not the way.
That's not my last name.
And we had given some direction, and since I had seen him because he came up to us, I was like, oh, by the way, do you know that you're doing XYZ? And he's like, no. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure Jamie said so. And she, I know she did, but I think it was just this communication issue with our MC. Mm-hmm. Our DJ was wonderful, but our MC was...
He got that wrong. He, like, the game, he,
so it was just little things.
It was like little things, and then, like, the anniversary dance, like, even I was confused. I'm like, huh? And I had to, like, remind him to, like, can you, like, call the table number again? Because no one can hear you. So I go back there and...
Yeah. So that was the only thing that we became aware of. But,
Okay, compliments to you guys again, because you kept on smiling all the way through. I was not. I wasn't going to bring this up, but that was everything else went smooth. And no one's gonna be thrown under the bus. I don't like doing that. These are people's living. So no names are gonna be posted about this of who it was.
Okay.
But oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh man. Like the game, I actually ran to Jamie and said, "He's doing the game backwards." Because the anniversary thing, it's supposed to be
Oh, the
a lot of
anniversary
people,
Yeah.
and then less. He went the opposite direction.
Yeah, he was like, I
So-
don't even know what he said. But I was like,
So
so who comes up?
I know he was so upset, and I was like, "It's okay. Let's just go with it. Let's just dance." And so we did.
he
because-
kept on adding people.
Yeah.
If you've been married this long, and you went on, and I'm like, I don't think he knows how to play this game.
Yeah. So
And-
yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
it's okay. We're still
But
a little.
ultimately,
Yeah.
It's a funny story. It's a funny story now.
okay, so I'm a musician, right? My gosh, I don't think I've ever shared this in one of these episodes yet. So I had somewhat of a thing like that happen too. So I from our wedding music, I call my top two people. I'm not gonna. Yeah, they're not gonna see this. It's okay. One of the songs, which is a 4-chord song that just repeats over and over and over again, they ended up butchering it. They were singing on the wrong part of the wrong chord.
Oh, gee.
So it ended up just sounding out of tune. Was that for your walk-up? And we're both musicians.
What song is it?
Your love is extravagant. Your friendship, right? That's the one, right? And it's 4 chords, like over and over and over. You can't mess it up.
But you
Hey,
did.
but you did.
And these are really seasoned musicians.
Oh.
Yeah, but as long as you enjoy it still, you laugh at it.
A little bit though.
Mint.
Clearly. So, yeah, we definitely still feel it a little bit, but I mean, overall it was.
Look, he was a nice guy. He had a really cool voice. I'm sure he's a nice guy. I just wish he was a little more informed of what.
I think it is.
He was a sub, actually.
Yeah,
Actually,
it's partly our fault because
Yeah, so one of the big things that I wanted, because we both wanted to incorporate a little bit of everything in his culture and my culture. So for him, a lot of Filipino songs, and for me, a lot of, Mexican songs. And I do have some family that speak mostly Spanish than, English. So one of the things I wanted was for at least the MC to be able to translate, say something in English and in Spanish. And that was one of the big things. And the DJ we booked said, yeah, I have a guy, but he's not
our
usual
main guy.
So, and even then, later talking with Jamie, she's like, yeah, he wasn't very happy either. So for the DJ to not have been happy with his own MC, it was, yeah. So I kind of do.
He didn't even speak Spanish.
And he didn't. I had to remind him, and I don't think he even.
Oh, he speaks Spanish, but he didn't do it during the wedding.
Yeah, so it was just that little thing. I was like, oh man, that was the only thing that we were aware of that day. I think that was it, right? It was just that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we weren't aware of anything else that went wrong.
Well, because you could not have not been aware of that one.
Yeah,
it's happening in front of you, going what?
Yeah.
So,
but I'm really happy that we had a different form of entertainment in the beginning. In our cocktail hour, we had mariachi playing, so that was a really nice way to start off the whole reception. So I think that that was nice.
So to kind of wrap up, again, this is always about for giving brides and grooms tips for the wedding day. Still fairly fresh in your minds. What are like the big takeaways? Like if there's any advice you're going to give to a friend getting married or what's the, make sure to.
Oh gosh, we have so many. I have so many.
Get a wedding planner.
Yeah.
I was like, we don't need a wedding. We could do this. We
did
anything.
Actually. We said that. We're like, we can do it. I even said I can do my own florals. It's okay.
Yeah, she bought all the stuff.
So I have so many boxes of florals because I originally said I wasn't going to use real florals because they're so expensive. I was like, I can use fake florals. I'm so glad we got a wedding planner because that was so stressful on its own. And, if you've never done it, for people who've done it, great. If you can do it, that's great. But for those who've never done it like me, it was stressful. So
you still have it at home?
No, we just tossed everything.
No, actually today.
Yeah, because it was just a lot
today,
of trial and error. And by the time we're done, it doesn't even look nice.
She did the florals on the mirror.
But I did do the florals in the mirror. We had a very nice mirror with florals on it. Okay. I did that. So that was
turned out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not a complete waste.
So definitely get a wedding planner. Go to expos.
Yes.
Because just so that you can get to know people.
And there's just so many different personalities you get to know, and you get to talk to them, and it's a great opportunity to see if you vibe with that person or not. Because there's really great, wedding planners and photographers and videographers, but as beautiful as their work is, you don't always vibe with their personality. So that was a big one for us too.
Yeah,
we did see a different photographer, and we did.
we did.
It was beautiful. Their work was beautiful, but it wasn't.
I didn't feel like the big thing was when we had our one-on-one. I was like,
there was really no. We were just I hate to say it, but we were just a price tag. Like there was just we were just a number. Yeah. So I didn't feel like there was that connection.
I didn't feel like, what's up? Like you're my friend too.
I didn't.
That's why that's why we're here still. I mean,
yes,
that's why we're still going.
Yeah,
still
that's a testament to you guys. Is I'm pretty shy, and I have a hard time with photos and videos. So for me, that was one big thing when we met this photographer, is that I didn't feel like they were going to be the one to make me comfortable and feel like the most best looking person that day, because that day
you feel comfortable.
That day is all about us, right? So we have to feel like we look the best that day, and I definitely felt comfortable, and it was just really nice to go down and do a first look with my parents, and it was just a really nice experience. The other thing I would advise is look at pictures of your wedding dress, and in the mirror take pictures, have somebody show you, and it makes a big difference. At least it did to me. So I think that's one of the big ones.
What else we said? Get a plan.
No, I just realized looking at pictures of yourself does make a difference. The reason that I started realizing that I really needed to lose weight before marrying Sheila was because I saw some behind the scenes photos of me, like in the movie that I was shooting with her. And I was like, friggin' A1, I'm never going to wear shorts again. I just look extra short when I'm wearing shorts. And then, gosh darn, I'm that big now. I'm like, and I took like 9 months and just buckled down, and I lost 30 pounds.
Let's go.
I gained the 30 pounds back because Sheila can eat anything, and I ate everything that she ate.
Loves you.
And that's not fair, because she could just eat stuff and not gain anything. And yeah, but photos help to just see, have a different perspective of yourself. I think my confidence was too high until I saw myself in pictures.
It breaks you sometimes. Only yourself can break you.
Right.
All right, so we said the planner, we said going to expos.
Take a picture of yourself for the wedding, or the wedding dress.
I think just one of the biggest things is going to the expos and getting to talk to these people.
That's
I think if we
chose you guys because we're like, we saw you at Thursday Club. I'm like, oh, that's the second time we're seeing them. Is this a sign? And then you approached us, and I'm like, these guys seem pretty personable. Let's. Because you guys were not our first choice. Sorry. Actually, no. Let's take that back. We didn't have, at the time, we didn't really have a choice. We were just like, we were doing those interviews with people. Yeah, I don't know if you remember. There was a guy at the expo who was selling himself for $500. He was walking around. He's like, I got technology where I have the camera strapped up to me.
And props to him, because he probably does take amazing.
He probably does
amazing work, amazing photos, amazing video. But I mean, if that's your budget, then that's that's.
That's.
But for us, it was just more about like, we wanted other extra things that I don't think he was able to do as a one-man.
Yeah, and on topic of that, you guys offer a documentary cut. You should push that. Because after we got married, I was like, and then you posted those previews on Instagram. We were in Hawaii, and like I sent you guys the reaction. She was like, I'm like, babe, they posted pictures.
We were so excited too.
And she started crying. She's like, oh my God, it looks so good.
We were so excited. I was so excited. We both were to see.
And I get emotional thinking about it now, because it's like.
We were so excited to see like literally anybody's photos, anybody's videos of that day, because one of the things that I will say, like a tidbit of advice, is if you have your phone with you at any part during your reception, just take photos if you have to, or if you want to, because that's one of my regrets is we both had our phones, but we were so
yourself?
in the
like just
anything.
We were so in the moment, which is the way it should be, but I had nothing to look at when we went on vacation, because everybody, they sent in what they had, but I was like, oh my gosh, we didn't take one single.
Like you guys took like my mom said it too. She's like, they didn't miss a single moment.
Yeah, but we did have to wait, and the waiting period. I was like, oh my gosh, what did we look like? Did it look good? Did we? And I honestly did not remember if we got any pictures of my parents at
And the outside.
the reception. I knew we did at the church, but I was like so convinced we didn't at all. And because I couldn't remember, I was like, I don't think we did. And I was so sad for a while. I was like, I don't think we did. And I didn't take any either. And it wasn't until we got the full photos back, I was like, oh my gosh, we did. And I have no recollection of taking those photos because it was just
so much things happening to recall anything.
Yes. So it was, So it's just nice to have something to look at while you wait.
And with your point about the documentary cut,
push it because like we were done and then like you gave us our highlight video and I was like, oh my gosh. Like I want everything. I want to see everything.
Yeah.
It's your only way to like really have your cake and eat it too, and like really truly relive your wedding day. Because photos are one thing, but you know, and I'm really proud of our work in the photography side. But you get to relive the wedding day with a documentary cut, so it's worth its weight.
Like you're spending all this money on your wedding already, like
and it's gone.
And it, I got it back. I'm saying, but you're spending all.
I mean, like the wedding's gone.
Yeah, the wedding's gone. So you spent all this money on this wedding, like we're done now. I feel like the best money we spent on was the planner and the videographer's photographer. And I'm not saying that just because we're here, but it's like obviously, like honestly, like.
The amount of times we've looked at the video.
I still look at the videos.
Yeah.
I mean, I know she keeps telling me like, let's wait, like we're gonna watch it again in the year. I'm like, I can't. I want to watch it now.
You know, that's a great question because there's a lot of people out there. They're like, I don't know, we can afford video. I don't even know if I want video. So if someone asks you, do we even want wedding video for our wedding day?
You definitely want to be wedding.
There's so much of the wedding day that I think both the bride and the groom miss because you're getting ready separately. If you're doing a first touch instead of a first look, you don't see what's going on. And then if you, like me, I was at the church, I was outside, so I didn't see the whole procession of all the bridesmaids or the groomsmen. I didn't hear the music that he walked into. So seeing that on video, I was like, oh my goodness, like that was, for me, that was the first time seeing it. So that was really special. And it was just, I loved it. I love looking back at it and just being able to relive the day. And I can like pinpoint exactly what I was feeling. I'm like, oh my God, when I did that, I was thinking this, and that. It was really nice to just go over it one more time. And we can do that as much as we want to now. So it's really nice.
Do you plan on making humans at some point?
Yeah.
So when they create humans, what I've found for my clients is that the humans that you guys create end up watching those videos too. And sometimes they even watch them more than their mom and dad. So
that's interesting.
Yeah, it is. I never thought about that until I started hearing it from my clients, and like, oh, that's sweet. That's extra, sweet. More value than I thought. For it. So I hope that you guys learned some stuff from their journey. I definitely actually did, which is always cool. Which is why we do this show. If you have any questions, any topics, any of those kind of things, put a comment down below. If you need wedding photo and video and you're in Southern California, we're here, Hope Boat Productions. If you are needing for wedding planning, Jamie and Tied to You events, all these links are going to be down below. And also, really quick, if you are needing help and just want to get yourself started, we actually developed a custom wedding GPT called Weddings Unveiled. I believe that's what I call it. And it's a GPT that I'm programming. I'm constantly adding more updates to it from my own knowledge base and from Jamie's as well. And you can actually get access to that custom chat GPT down below. So you already are a GPT user, then it's going to be very natural for you and it should be able to help you plan your wedding day. So again, thank you for joining us. Thank you for making it all the way to the end of the video if you're still here. And hopefully we'll see you in the next one and hopefully you learn a lot of things. And thank you guys again for coming.
Thanks for having us.